Hello everybody, cousins, friends, mom, sisters, acquaintances, people in Europe, in Asia, in South America, Colombia, Houston, Texas, Bogota, Italy, Seoul, Korea, everywhere. Very excited, as I promised you guys, to have 100 days of stories of immigrants. So here I am. I was running close by in an amazing scenery, which is the university, Rice University, outside campus for running. And then I said, Betirri, dude, we gotta get on board. You gotta help me out. I wanna share your story, even though I've done it before, because Betirri and I work together. I wanna give you a very brief overview of Betirri, 3 or 4 words, and then I'm gonna let him, do the introduction. Today, Saturday, midday, about noon, right here in Houston, Texas. As you can tell, it's hot. Beautiful Texas weather, by the way. It is hot when it's not supposed to be hot. I called him and said, dude, I want to share your story because you are also an entrepreneur and you're also, just like us, somebody who came from overseas to pursue a career and to pursue a life in the United States. So, why don't you just tell us a little bit, for those who don't know anything about you, your name, your age, where you're coming from, who you are, and what are you doing right now?
Okay, well, thank you for coming to my studio. Welcome. My name is Betirri. I am from Mexico. I am from Puebla, which is South Mexico City. And I came to the US 19 years ago, in 1997.
19 years ago, wow.
Yes, and then I went to school here at the University of Houston. I studied architecture. Then when I graduated, the recession was going on, so I decided to go back to school, and that's when I go back to painting or fine art. And when I was in those years of school of art school, I created this concept, which is bodiless football players.
Okay.
In motion. So yeah, these paintings that I have all here in my studio and in your office as well.
Yeah.
They gave me the recognition as a professional artist 5 years ago. I've been doing this 5 years, which has been like a dream. It has been something like a journey that's very inspirational, very grateful. So this is the overall story right now.
So we're welcoming people over here. We have Nassim, we have Freddy, we have Olga Maldonado. Buenas tardes in Colombia, buenos días en Nueva York. Freddy, thank you. Welcome to our live Facebook story of the day. Now, very quick, you are an immigrant living in the United States. Mm-hmm. We've been talking about immigration because it's a very sensitive topic, but we are not talking about politics, nor religion. We're just going to keep it simple. We're just sharing a story. Your family moved here, right? Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you ended up in the U.S., and then we continue to what you're doing right now.
I was just I see it as an accident, not accident, but it was something that I never expected. I came, like many people, here to just study English, and for many reasons I ended up living here. But it was mainly to learn another language, and it was gonna be only for 1 year, 2 years at the most. And then everything changed after that, but that's how I ended up living here.
Coming from Mexico, moving over here, mm-hmm. Becoming a citizen, abiding by the rules, the regulations, adding value to the community, bringing an element and adapting it to what it is already, a Texas environment or an American environment. Now, you did something which a lot of us are afraid to do. Pursuing a dream. You're coming from architecture, you're coming from this academia mentality. You gotta go to school, you gotta get a degree, and then you gotta get a pay. And then with the pay, safety net is you get a paycheck, you pay your insurance, you pay your bills, you pay everything else. And you said, I have a passion of 2 things, which is soccer, and then I also have a skill, a talent mm-hmm. on art. Mm-hmm. When did you make the transition?
When I was at school, and then I created this concept. 2 of my passions are football and art. And when I created this concept, that it is strong enough because it is timeless. They are bodiless football players that you don't focus on any player. Mm-hmm. You focus only on the uniform and the colors, which is the essence.
Why don't you bring this one right here so you can show really quick right here, this painting.
This is actually from Colombia, 2 from Medellin, the Nacional, Atlético Nacional against Deportivo Independiente.
Right here.
And so the concept is that you only focus on the essence of this sport, and this sport it means a lot for me and for many people.
Not only because I'm Colombian, but
it is something that unites people, brings people together, because it is not it can be even like a religion for some people, and it can be something else for other people, but it unifies or unites people. So that was 7 years ago that I created this concept, and I said, okay, I think this has potential, and I'm gonna risk all and just pursue my dream. And since then, I've been doing this.
So we have Lorena, thank you so much, Karen, Mayra Zambrano, thank you everybody for joining us for now, giving us the thumbs up and the love. We're going to be switching to Spanish. Vamos a hacerlo en español. Después de ese video, los estamos haciendo muy cortos para poder compartir la historia. Si tienen preguntas, las pueden redireccionar con Betirri. We're going to switch to Spanish very, very soon. Now, tell us the transition from being, an architect academia school to be on your own. Tell us the beautiful and the ugly.
The beautiful is that you learn so much. I learned about mindset and the power of mind, how you can do whatever you want or whatever you think it can be done, you can do it. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifices, but that's the beautiful part, that you learn that it is possible to do it, and you can reach as high as you want. And the ugly part would be, I'm very positive. I don't really see that much negativity in this lifestyle. But I will say mainly it's at the beginning is the financial part.
Okay. So money is a situation like to all of us.
Yeah, but in a way, I learned also how to sell, how to market my own paintings, how to do business relationships and networking. I used to be a very shy person. Now I love to meet people, connect people. So it has a lot of, I think it has more positive sides than negative.
Excellent. So we have, a switch from somebody who said, I'm going to pursue my dream. I only have one life to go and pursue. And now we're having an artist that is in Houston and is becoming also in other states, well-known, well-recognized. You mentioned something important that to me, they say, the starving artist, which means, oh, you're an artist, you're poor, you don't make any money, but it's cool, it's fun, And you mentioned the financial, it's a taboo for a lot of artists that I meet to talk about money. No, I'm not in marketing, but all of us have to pay bills, right? And you mentioned that you have learned and appreciate the skills of being a salesman, In order to, maintain your art, you also have to be able to sustain your lifestyle. And you mentioned sales. What is the taboo for artists? Because this is the one I want to leave something right here before we leave to Spanish. What is the taboo for making money, sales, marketing, and art?
Well, there's this taboo that I always hear about, like, oh, you're an artist, so you don't have to wake up early tomorrow, or you don't have to, or you drink certain, like alcohol, or you smoke, you do drugs. I don't do any drugs. I do drink socially. I do wake up early.
Sports, running,
right,
workout, cooking.
Exactly. I do everything like I think any other professional. It's just as art. It's something visual. It is a product. But there's a lot of taboos, and I think when people say, okay, the starving artist, there may be some starving artists, but that's up to you. If you want to be a starving artist, you will be starving. But I think it all depends on everyone, and that's why I was saying about the mindset, that you learn so much. I was saying the financial part is the only difficult part, but just at the beginning. And right now, I'm lucky to pay my expenses, the basic expenses, through my art.
Through your art.
And but it's been 5 years, and I know that eventually
So nothing happens overnight.
Exactly.
Nothing happens overnight. Now, quickly, tell us about your book.
So I just turned 5 years as a professional artist, and I wanted to document everything into one piece, and I made this book, which has all my work from all the paintings.
Yeah, I mean, it's process right here. It's very cool for you guys to see.
So it contains. It is a compilation of all the work, the paintings, the murals, the exhibitions, and I talk about a little bit about what it is to be an artist and what it took me to do, or what I've been reaching, or how I have reached this point right now, and where I want to go now next. I'm also actually integrating my architecture profession into my art, and with many projects in mind also for the future.
Wow, this is the first time I see this book, by the way. I want to ask him after the interview how I can get a hold of this book. It's beautiful, and I'm also a fan of Betirri. Before we leave, we're about to leave right now. What can you leave the audience in Facebook and Instagram and YouTube? We don't have the YouTube, but we're going to have a full interview on YouTube. Mm-hmm. What is your thought for the week, for the year 2017, for those artists that are willing to take it to the next level?
So one thing is that you have to be constant. You have to be doing what you do all the time, and no matter what, you have to be patient, and then you have to learn, or you have to know that it's a profession. So have that mindset that you're gonna do art for all the rest of your life as a profession. I don't believe that you have to retire, and even art is a career, a profession that with time it gets more valuable. So just have that mindset that it's a profession, and it can grow, and you can reach at whatever stage you want to.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody who joined us to watch this short clip of 100 Days of American Immigrants. And we're gonna switch now to Spanish. So if you speak Spanish, stick over here. This is for my mom, his mom, and some of our relatives that keep asking. So thank you so much for watching. And if you think that you have a friend, an artist, or a businessman who wants to start their own business, please feel free to share. Thank you, Lorena Gamo. We'll continue this now in Spanish. Thank you so much for watching.